Ah! Sorry about that, folks. I'm a little late today because, uh-oh, I'm messing everything up. Hold on. Got to turn that off. And, all right. Let's see. Fan's still not working, but volume's on. Let's see if this is working. Is that working? Can't tell. Hold on. All right. Hey, it's working. Yay. Hey, this is Jason Robinson, Illustration by Design. I'm late, and I'm a little uh, discombobulated. Right when I was about to go live, my mom called, so I had to talk to her and then rush back and try to start try to set up things that I was going to start up while I was talking to her, but she called, so it's all her fault. Anyway, I love you, Mom. Anyway, welcome to my live stream. I'm Jason Robinson, Illustration by Design. I am an illustrator, graphic artist, blah, blah, blah. And I'm continuing to work on this drawing here of, who is this? This is KOS-MOS from Xenosaga, a video game that was commissioned to draw by Johnny Dingleberg, a subscriber to the channel, and yeah, just want to need to finish her off. I'm not going to get this whole thing finished today. This is going to be the last live stream where I work on her because it's just a tough character to draw for me. It's not the character itself. It's just that she has so much stuff on her, so many little piddly little parts to her. I'm trying to get them right, and also she has this gun, this weird gun that's underneath her here, and I have no idea. Well, I do have an idea. I mean, I have a picture of it that I'm sort of copying from, but this thing is so complex. I'm trying to draw it, and it's just like this thing's taking forever. So if I live stream me trying to draw this gun, we'll be going on to episode 500, waiting for me to finish, and I'll probably just finish this off screen. Here's what the gun looks like. Brr. If you can see that, can you see that? You can kind of see it. But it's like just really detailed and everything. And I can draw it, but it's like you having to watch me draw it will be torture for you. I mean, just this little part here that I tried to draw on the bottom, that took me forever and a lot of erasing trying to get it finished. It's not finished, obviously. I'm still penciling it. But it'll be a lot less frustrating for both of us, for all of us, if I just do that later on off screen. And you guys will be spared the boring task of having to watch me struggle through it. So I will just work and finish on her figure, her body. I'll do that today. And then tomorrow or the next day, I will start on something else, which will be pretty fun. I think I'm going to be working on another commission for Doug Ernst from the creator of Soul Finder, and he asked me to do a drawing of Father Crane, the other Soul Finder in his book, and so I'll be working on that and try to get that done. But for now, I'll finish KOS-MOS, and hopefully you guys will enjoy it, and I'll get that off of my plate, and hopefully in Johnny Dingleberg's hands ASAP. Hold on one second. I gotta get my glasses. I gotta get my phone, and so I can see if anyone's in the chat. And do I have water? I have water, so I won't die of dehydration. But thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate it. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, and make sure to hit the bell for notifications of future videos. I'll be live streaming for, I don't know, however long this takes to get her done. So 2 hours maybe, which is, I know a long time, but I just want to get it finished tonight. So we will do that. Put on some music. I'll be right back. And of course, my phone is dead, so I gotta recharge it. Hopefully the cord would be long enough to get in the plug while I let's see. And no, it's not long enough. Let's try something else. Let me try something else. Alright. Excuse me. There's yet another smooth live stream for me, but that's okay. All right, let me see. Let me see here. No. Let me try something else. See if my tablet is working. Okay, my tablet is working. That's good. But, or is it? Is it working? I don't know. Seems to be completely wacky today. Anyway, I hope you guys had a good weekend. Mine was pretty good. What did I do? I don't remember. Not much. I relaxed, so that's good. But started watching series on Amazon Prime called The Wheel of Time, I think. Um, and it's like a fantasy type series. It's sort of like a weird knockoff, feminist knockoff of Lord of the Rings, I guess, where the wizards are all women, and they hold like all the power, and there's this it's this I don't know, it's kind of hard to describe. Anyway, but it's interesting. The first episode didn't really strike me as good. It was kind of lame, kind of generic, but it's gotten better with each episode. My wife and I watched the first four episodes. We haven't watched the fifth episode yet, but it's decent. I mean, I wouldn't go by the first episode. Like I said, the first episode was kind of off-putting for me, but as you get more into the story, it gets a little more interesting. And apparently, it's based on a book series, which I've never read. So whether or not it's accurate or faithful to the source material, I have no idea. It's probably better for me that I'm not familiar with source material, because when I am, um, and I watch an adaptation, but the adaptation isn't that good, it annoys me. It annoys me a lot. So I would rather, let's see here. I would rather, what the heck? Everything's, what the heck? Where is YouTube on here? I mean, look in here. YouTube. Oh, there we go. YouTube, there we go. All right. Yeah, if I watch an adaptation, like film adaptation or TV adaptation, and it's not pretty faithful to the source material, I get annoyed by it. Especially if I like the source material, which is usually why I would watch an adaptation. So I like Foundation. It skews very much away from the original Isaac Asimov book series. But I never read the book series, so I'm able to enjoy the adaptation without getting too frustrated by it. Whereas if I had read the series, knowing how much they've changed it from they changed it in the adaptation, I would probably not like the TV series of Foundation. So I'm still waiting for my tablet to boot up YouTube. What's going on with this? All right, yes, we know. Oh, no wonder. It's not attached to my Wi-Fi. Come on, come on. This is thrilling entertainment for you folk. I know. There we go. Connect.
MVM, you're now at 7660 WEAF, New York.
All right, let's see. Will this work? Yay, it's connected. All right. Come on, come on, come on. Oy, oy, oy. You can go anytime now. There we go. Finally, Rick's got. Ooh, one person's watching. I wonder who it is. All right. Okay, there we go. Now I can at least see the chat and see that no one's here. That's cool. Let's see. Wink. There we go. Cool. Now I can start finishing the inking. The inking. If I were smart, I would have warmed up first, but I'm not that bright, so I'm just going to dive into it and see, make sure that. Oops, actually, let me close that first. Move the camera a little. So. How's that? Alright. Now. Alright. Okay. That's good enough. Alright. Now, let's see if there's any ink in this brush. There's some ink. That's good. Now, get the glasses straight. Get the light the right angle so I can see. There we go. It's better. What time is it? It is 6:23. It's only taken 23 minutes for me to get my butt in gear and this drawing on track. Oh wow, 2 people are watching now. That is pretty cool. If I'm not careful, we may even get it up to 5. I don't want to do that because if I get too many people watching, then I'll start to get a swelled head and start to actually feel responsible for making a good video. And I don't want that. So now, what am I doing here?
no foundation at all. Now the trouble's with your attitude. You don't pay enough attention in class. You don't do enough work outside.
Sounds like me in school.
You don't like the word study means at the slightest idea. Don't you realize that mathematics is an important subject? I tell you right now that unless you get over your lazy habit, come up to the standards I set for this class, many of you will have the pleasure of repeating this course next semester. Just what was Mr. Grimes' purpose in making such statements as these? This is the poorest class I've had in a long, long time. This is hardly the way to win friends or influence people. Thus, one should have developed into a sequence of playful and magical learning experiences that deteriorated into a series of disagreeable and injurious personal attacks. This is all wrong. Need any of these incidents have occurred at all? Suppose Mr. Grimes had tried another approach.
Alright. Apparently I got that wrong, but we'll fix it. Hmm. Where is my rifle? Oh, perfect. Oh. There you go. Have to put the ticker on to do the shameless self-promotional thing. To like, subscribe, and share, and buy my comic book, Secret Comics Presents, which is now on sale on eBay for 25% off through New Year's Day. Let's see. Jeff Bond says, "What? Only 2 people watching? Outrageous." Yes, it is outrageous. I'll have to fix that. Yes, do that. Make it 3. Thank you very much, Jeff Potts. I appreciate it. One day, I will get up to the average viewer number of Nasser's live streams of at least 25 people one day. Let's see. How was Mike's NFT stream, Jeff? I mean, I watched for a few minutes, but I had to go do the other stuff. So I mean, I want to watch them, but it's just it's become too inside baseball for me. After a while, I'm just like, I don't understand what they're saying or what they're talking about. So, excuse me. I take a drink of water. It was good. He was rallying troops. That's good. Unfortunately, I can't really afford to do NFTs right now because apparently it costs money to do them, and I can't afford to be investing money into things that I don't know if I'm going to get a return on to make it worth it. So yeah, they get very techy. I may go on there and annoy Mike. I just go on there and annoy Mike because, well, just because. That's fine. That's cool. I just need to start, I guess, looking at his past live streams where he sort of explains his stuff, and then hope I can glean some information from them. See if it's something to sort of start dipping my feet in. All right.
What you get in a hi-fi set is best described as presence, a feeling of life and nearness in music. Once you've heard either of those, it'll be hard to satisfy with anything. these waves get to the eardrum and are turned into vibrations, which the brain translates into what we call sound. Now, the waves moving slower than 20 times per second and faster than 15,000 times per second are mostly missed by the human ear. Now, these pulsations are referred to as cycles and are counted so many per second. Thus, the number of cycles per second in a given sound are described as its frequency. Are you with me? Now watch while I sing a low note.
Alright. Let's see if my cell phone will start working now.
Well, as the record plays, the needle wiggles at the right number of cycles per second, which have been recorded. Now this creates electrical impulses, which are then boosted by this amplifier and then pushed out through that speaker in the form of sound waves. Then I suppose that the bigger and better the speaker, the higher the pie. If you don't mind if that's fun. Well, I just don't want you to get the idea that merely by adding a big speaker to an ordinary record player. What you get in a hi-fi set is best described as presence, a feeling of life and nearness in the music. Once you've heard high fidelity reproduction, you'll be hard to satisfy with anything Your blood will turn white. Your face will turn green. Your eyeballs will pop with pressure. Because our kids for your strength. Take a shot. You're gonna need an awful lot. When you see our shocker pictures, so terrifying.
Okay. All right, let's try using the cell phone. It'll be a lot less frustrating. Ah, there we go. All right. Hey, Pablo Romero Art, how are you doing? Good seeing you. Pablo Romero Art is one of the premier illustrators of attractive women on the interwebs. So you should follow him on Twitter if you have not done so already. Let me shut this down. Oops, wrong button. There we go. Power off. Power off. There we go. That's good. Put that to the side. Let me see my tablet. All right. Got my phone. That's working. And turn up a little so I can see. And think there you go. All right, there we go. Much better. Move that over. Eagle 43 is here. And he's got a Groucho Marx face. For some strange reason. That's okay. Groucho Marx is cool. We get more ink in this pen. There we go. That is good. Started watching, I watched the third episode of Hawkeye last week on, I guess it's on Disney Plus, but it's good. It's apparently it's only 6 episodes, so it's halfway through the season already. So it's I'm hoping that the shorter season will allow it to avoid a lot of the sort of stupidity that I thought kind of ruined longer series that Marvel had, like Falcon and Winter Soldier and WandaVision. You know, they have to keep. I'm hoping that it forces them to keep the story a lot more concise and focused, and just to tell the story rather than wander off into sort of silly tangents that the other shows tended to do. And also, I keep hearing rumors that certain characters will show up in this in Hawkeye, and I'm interested in seeing how that pans out. So I still have high hopes for it. But I'm also very aware that I had high hopes for other series that have come out, and I've been disappointed. So I'm not going to get too excited yet. I will. I have a wait and see attitude when it comes to these TV shows now. So even if it starts off strong, it can very easily go down to pooper at a moment's notice. So we shall see. I'm taking it on an episode by episode basis. Oh, sorry, excuse me. Marsupial Gamers here. How you doing? Good seeing you. Um, and Alpha Pro says rumors get people's attention. They don't even have to be true. Yeah, yeah, that is very true. So that's why I'm sort of taking it with a grain of salt. If things happen, so be it. If they don't happen, I'm not going to be disappointed because I'm just taking the rumors with a grain of salt. And we shall see. We shall see if any of them are accurate. Apparently, though, one rumor that is apparently now confirmed is that Daredevil will be in the MCU. Charlie Cox's Daredevil from Netflix is a part of the MCU, and I guess Kevin Feige has confirmed that Daredevil will show up in future MCU movies. It's just a question of which ones he will show up in. So I don't know. We have a fair idea, just based on what, again, rumors, what people have said, that he is supposedly going to show up in the new Spider-Man movie. But again, I don't know how. Oops, dagnabbit. I'm dropping pencils and pens and lions and tigers and bears. That's the rumor that Daredevil will show up in what was it called? Far From Home or Home Alone or whatever it's called. No Way Home. I don't know. And how much he's in it, I don't know. But the movie deals with the multiverse. I don't know if Daredevil will be from another universe or if he is in the universe with the MCU. But it's kind of interesting. But I've kind of soured on the MCU ever since Endgame finished. I haven't really been that interested in the MCU. Shang-Chi was kind of ridiculous, silly. Eternals was garbage. Black Widow was good, but she's sort of part of the previous version of the MCU. And I'm not too excited about the new Spider-Man movie just because it's so heavily dependent on the previous franchises of Spider-Man, and once again they're they're basically telling people that Tom Holland's version of Spider-Man cannot handle his own stuff, and he needs other superheroes to carry the weight for him. And that doesn't get me thrilled about the MCU's version of Spider-Man. The fact that he's unable to handle his own problems on his own. So, if that's the case, why give him his own franchise? If he's not Spider-Man enough to deal with his own problems without running to other superheroes for help, then why does he even have his own movies named after him? It should be called Doctor Strange co-starring Spider-Man. Jeff Potts says, I gotta mute you for a bit. I don't blame you. I get tired of listening to me as well. So I don't blame you for muting me. Um, Jeff Potts says, well, to Alpha Proto. I'm downloading your file now and listening. Alpha Proto says, really? I love Cox. Hopefully you meet Charlie Cox. Alpha Pro R says, Spider-Man Home Alone. Yeah, that's basically it. Except unlike Kevin, Spider-Man cannot handle his own problems. Kevin can handle his own problems, but Spider-Man can't. At least the MCU version. Black Widow made me mad. That Taskmaster twist is trash. That is true. Black Widow. I mean, there are a number of problems with Black Widow, primarily Taskmaster, but overall, I thought it was an entertaining movie. There was a lot of ridiculous, again, sort of feminist BS in it. That's just sort of nonsense. The whole motivation of the villain in it was just kind of stupid. Feminist hogwash, but whatever. I like Scarlett Johansson's version of Black Widow. Or I thought her sister Yelena, is that her name? I thought she was very funny. But I mean, the movie obviously has a big problem with men, and every man in Black Widow was either a clown, a scumbag, or a simp. One of the three. There are no men in Black Widow who were sort of admirable. There are no admirable men in that movie, and that's kind of a ridiculous notion. I mean, it's like having a superhero movie where there are no women that are admirable. It's like having a Captain America movie, but every woman in a Captain America movie is either a scumbag or a whore or just completely incompetent. Most people would have a problem with that. It's like, how come every woman in this Captain America movie doesn't know what they're doing or is just, sort of, a cheap floozy? And same thing with Black Widow. If you have a movie, that stars a woman, and every man in the movie is incompetent and or a loser or just an outright scumbag, then there's a problem. But that said, it was still better than Shang-Chi and the Eternals, even with all of its problems. Marcifio Gamer says, I mean, whores are kind of admirable. I guess if you're looking at in terms of they're working women. They have a job, so I guess that's admirable. But there are better ways to and safer ways of making a living, and more self-respecting ways to earn a buck. Alpha Pro says, I like the first half of Shang-Chi. Yeah, where they actually focused on martial arts, which is what Shang-Chi's all about. Yeah, and then it turns into the Pokemon movie, where they travel to Asian Wakanda. It's just ridiculous. It was the first half of Shang-Chi was tolerable, and then it just went to stupid town. And the whole, I mean, I just can't stand Aquafina. I mean, she just ruins everything she's in, and the idea of her being Shang-Chi's best friend, BFF, is just garbage, nonsense. Shang-Chi wouldn't have anything to do with someone as stupid as Aquafina. Someone as stupid and incompetent as Aquafina's character in Shang-Chi would never waste 5 minutes with her, much less be her best friend. For how long? A decade? They're working together, parking cars for a living. Ridiculous. But Our Super Game says, "The Eternals out already? Have you seen it?" No, I'm not going to waste my time or money watching Eternals. It's an insult to the memory of Jack Kirby. I honestly didn't realize that it came out. You're better off because it's nothing like the source material in the comics. They race, sex, uh, sexual orientation, and disable swapped pretty much all the characters in that movie. So half the male characters in the Eternals have been turned into females, minorities, gay, or disabled in the Eternals movie, as opposed to how they were in the comics. It's just terrible. It's like making a Justice League movie, except Superman is now a black woman who has one leg. Batman's gay and black, and let's see, the Flash is gender neutral, and I don't know. He's pigeon toed. It's just dumb. It's just a bad movie. I mean, I don't even know how well it did in the theaters. I mean, I think it got like a really low Rotten Tomatoes score. Not that that matters because Rotten Tomatoes is nonsense. But in terms of like audience score, so it's the lowest rated MCU movie that's come out, just based on the audiences. So I have no idea how much money it made in the theaters. I'm guessing not much, or at least not nearly as much as it should have. They turn. Let's see. Green Lantern is a trans man. Yeah, Pablo Romero. That's going to that'll be next. Don't don't give them too many ideas. Not that they need them. Um, Eagle 43 says Taskmaster was in the Black Widow movie. Well, a character called Taskmaster was in the Black Widow movie, but not the Taskmaster from the comics. They completely changed that character. Um, I don't want to ruin the movie for anyone who hasn't seen it, because it is worth watching, but it's just they just made they just uh, I don't know. It could have been it was good, but it could if they hadn't changed so much stuff, it could have been a lot better. The president has been kidnapped by ninjas. Are you Spider-Man enough to rescue the president? Well, the MCU Spider-Man would not be Spider-Man enough. No, he would be calling. He would have the Avengers on speed dial, and then he would have Happy Hogan get Tony Stark's plane to fly him there, and do all the hard work while he ran around complaining, and his AI Spider-Man suit told him what to do. Do they ever do they turn any gay black women into straight white men for diversity? If they were really interested in diversity, they would do that. But no, they never do that. It's always straight white men who get converted into some other identity group for in the name of diversity. I eagerly await the day they turn Blade into a white man, or Storm into a white Afrikaner woman. That'd be interesting. And explain it to everybody why they did it for diversity's sake. I've saved a lot of money not going to the movies the past 2 years. So have I. I've saved a lot of money. Um, I wish I could say it was all because of COVID, but it hasn't been. It's been because of just really bad movies coming out and me refusing to pay money for them. They don't have any ideas that's a problem, says Alfa Romero. That's true. They have no ideas. That's why they're rehashing popular ideas from 30, 40 years ago. The disrespect the source material is getting is really irritating. It's like they have a different movie. They just change the names of the characters to comic book characters. Diversity, translation, not white. Yes. Marcel Gamer says, I should commission an artist to do a white male version of Storm. Ha ha ha. That would be interesting. I'll do it. I'll do it. Storm, now played by Furiosa. Why? She's African. Who is Furiosa? Is that an actual person? I'm not familiar with her. It sounds like a superhero name, so I don't know if it's a superhero or if it's an actual person who calls themselves Furiosa. Charlize Theron. Okay, gotcha. Furiosa was her character from the Mad Max movie. Gotcha. Yeah, they should have hired her to play Captain Marvel, Charlize Theron. That would have been smart. She would have been a better actress, and just made the character more appealing, as opposed to what's her face. Yeah, she is African. Arnold Vosloo, the character who played the mummy, is South African. Just like Elon Musk is the African American I admire the most. I always mention this whenever someone talks about Elon Musk. Have you guys seen his mom? His mom is she's like 70 years old and she's like super hot. She's like a supermodel or a former supermodel. And I saw her on when he hosted Saturday Night Live, and I was shocked. It's like, that's his mom? Holy mackerel. Because he clearly takes after his dad. Because his mom is gorgeous, and Elon Musk is not gorgeous. It's like, ooh, I wonder what his dad looked like. If Elon was a mixture of his mom and his dad must look like the Mole Man or something. So I'm guessing his dad must have been rich. His dad must have been filthy rich if he managed to bag someone who looked like his mom. Because I'm guessing it wasn't his good looks. But with that said, Elon Musk is a genius, so I guess looks don't really matter for him that much. It would be cool to get a Tesla one day, but I have to be able to afford one now. You have to be kind of rich in order to afford a car that costs as much as a house. So I'm not quite at that point yet, where I can afford an automobile that costs as much as my apartment does. All right. Marsupial Gamer says, yes, hot mom and rich dad. That's my goal in life, to be the rich dad. Yes. Yes. That's my goal as well. Don't worry, by 2030, everyone will have electric cars. Yeah, by whether we want them or not. You're going to have an electric car and like it. By that time, they'll make gasoline illegal, and anyone who drives a gasoline car will be considered an enemy of the state and then put in a gulag. That is the plan. That's part of the Green New Deal. So you boys and girls need to start saving up for the good of the country and spend your life savings on an electric car that you can't afford. You won't eat meat by 2030 either. That's true. It'll all be meat, fake meat, like Miracle Meat or Impossible Burgers or whatever. That's why they're making meat so expensive now. Gotta prep us. Gotta desensitize the meat eating public and get them used to not being able to afford meat. Let's see. Hmm. 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 Get ready to eat bugs and like it, says Alpha Proto. And live in the pod. Yes, yes. Marsupial Gamer says, I'll be cooking my ribeyes on the hood of my Humvee in 2030. Mmm, yum. Hey, Lady Celtic Moon, good seeing you. Hope you're doing well. Hope all is going well with you and you're having a good Christmas season. Hey, Celtic Moose says, I saw a post on Facebook on how artists care not live streaming. Okay, let me try to translate this. I saw a post on Facebook on how artists care not live streaming their drawing. And boo, here you are. Okay, I'm not sure if I got that right, but I am live streaming. So I'm glad you're here. Lake Hutchinson says, "Yeah, me messing up again. That's okay. You trust me. You, if you saw my live stream from the beginning, it's a complete mess. So I am the master of mess when it comes to messing things up. I'm just trying not to mess up this drawing too much." Oh, cool. Alpha Proto does audiobook narration. Very cool. Lake Hutchinson says, "Own. This is one of Pablo's characters, right?" No, this is a video game character called KOS-MOS from a video game called Xenosaga. I'm not really familiar with her. I'd never heard of her before. I got the request, but yeah, that's who this is. It's not one of Pablo's characters. Although Pablo would probably do her more justice than I probably am. Pablo Romero Art says, "Yeah, it's from a game. I drew her once for a commission." Cool. Very, very cool. Oh, great. Now I got more pressure. I have to do something that Pablo Romero Art has already drawn. Everyone's going to compare. It's like, why can't you draw like Pablo Romero Art? At least he made her look good. Shut up. Leave me alone. That's a little better. Lower my chair a little. Give my lower back a break. short respite. Hey, Celtic Moon wants to know the name of the game again. Yes, it's Xenoblade. Also, or Xenosaga. Again, I haven't played it, so it's probably Xenoblade. What the? 7 people are watching? My gosh. It's amazing how many people decide to watch when they don't hear me talking. So I'm going to shut up now, and hopefully more people will trickle in. Everybody, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications of future videos. Make sure that when you hit the bell, it's set for all notifications. Dag nabbit. Let's see. Wow, the Critical Drinker got to 1 million subs. What's the Critical Drinker? I'm not familiar with that YouTube channel. Jeff Potts says, well, the Celtic Moose says, everybody hide. Uh-oh. Why? What's happening? Jeff Potts says, dang, it's not surprising though. He's entertaining and he's a Scot that you can actually understand. I can understand most Scots. But who is a Critical Drinker and what does he do? I imagine he drinks. I guess he reviews alcohol and spirits. Is that it? That's cool. They reached a million subs. One day I'll reach 1,000 subs, and then all I have to do is just do that 1,000 more times, and then I'll be at a million subs too. So I'm working towards my first 1,000 subs, and then from there, I'm just a stone's throw away from becoming a YouTube million subair. What do you call it? What do you call someone who has a million subs on YouTube? They're not a millionaire. They probably are a millionaire, but they are a million subair, or I don't know, subbillionaire. Yeah, there you go. Some millionaire. Some millionaire. Yeah. Um, Marsupial Gamer says he's a movie reviewer. Huh? I've never heard of him. He's called the what? The Critical Drinker. Okay, I'll check him out because I thought I knew most of the movie reviewers on YouTube, but obviously I don't because he's obviously well known. I've never heard of him. So that is my failing. Since everyone else seems to have heard of him, I seem to have been asleep while he's been trucking along towards 1 million subs. I've been wasting too much time watching Grace Randolph and Tyrone Magnus and not enough of the Critical Drinker. Dagnabbit. Alpha Pro says, get that YouTube money. Yeah, get it. Get it. One time I will fight in the Kumite and make my father proud, says Pablo Romero Art. Cool. Good luck. He's really good. Definite recommend. Okay, cool. I will look him up. I get stuck on watching like weird YouTube channels. Like I started watching one. I can't remember his name. What he does is he fixes old wristwatches. It's this guy whose hobby is just fixing old wristwatches, and he just goes through it like from start to finish. And they're like, the videos are between 30 minutes to an hour, and he just buys like or he has friends who have old wristwatches or old pocket watches, and he just opens them up, looks for the problem, cleans them up, fixes it, and just films the whole thing. And stuff like that fascinates me. I love watching people sort of solve problems like that from start to finish. Or I'll watch what is it? What's his name? Alex Steele. He's a blacksmith. I think he's like 22 years old, and he's been doing it since he was I think he's been YouTubing since he was 16, so he's been YouTubing for about 6 years, and he just makes tools and swords and knives and stuff, you know, on his forge. And and I like the what's his name, the lock picking lawyer. He's a lawyer who for fun picks locks, with like a lock pick, and he'll take he'll find locks online, and that say things like this lock is unpickable, and then he'll pick the lock in like 30 seconds or something, or he'll test locks that he finds online. It's like this lock is this, and his voice is very very soft, very ASMR. He's sort of like Mr. Rogers. You never see his face. All you see are his hands. Sort of like me. All you see are our hands. And he says, "This is." And he has like a southern accent, so he'll say, "This is a lock picking lawyer, and today I'm gonna pick this unbreakable lock that I got on Amazon.com." It's like click click click, whoop, and it's not as unbreakable as they said it was. So he's just very very entertaining. His videos are very quick, very short, and if you ever have a chance, you should look at his April Fools um, videos. Every year on April Fool's Day, he'll post a video, and they are so funny because it's all they're all sexual double entendres, again he's just talking about picking locks, but it's just so funny how he's able to make it sound really kind of filthy without being filthy. It's he's just using lock picking terms and talking about the lock, and it's just very funny, a very entertaining YouTuber. So he has to be past 1 million subs by now. He's probably around 2 million subs or something. But I saw him by random one day. YouTube just recommended him, and I checked it out, and it was just so entertaining that I just kept on watching. So um let's see. Determined Sheepy says he's back drawing. Who, me? Yes, I am. I am drawing. Um, Determined Sheepy said, "You're only a pair of hands." Changed my mind. No, I am. I'm just a floating pair of hands. See, this is all I am. Behind these hands are nothing. It's just sort of just fades to nothing. um, what am I doing here? Wrong pen. Wrong pen. Huh. All right. I'm not going to sweat that anymore. For a split second, I started worrying about the details on this character's suit, and I realized that there lies the path to madness. And I I decided that I shall not go down that rabbit hole. It's like you're not familiar enough about this character to waste time worrying about every piddly detail on her uniform. I shall leave that to people who are actually familiar with her. Let's see. German Sheepy says, "There are good hands, though. Drawing looks fantastic. Thank you. Appreciate it." Pablo Romero R says, "Wait, if you're nothing but hands, where does the voice come from?" The voice comes from the third hand. That's off camera. So here I am. Let's see. Hmm. Hmm. All right. Don't stress over it. Don't stress over it. Don't stress over it. Hmm. Hmm. Determined Sheepy says, as a hand, how do you feel about your internet neighbor, artistic hand Vic King's hand art? I haven't seen Vic King's hand art, so I'll have to look at it and then make my judgment at that point. Um, Pablo Romero art says, I just noticed the underboob there. Mine didn't have that. Hmm. Then I guess I win. I win, Pablo Romero. I win. Flawless victory. Um. Yeah, it's like I said. There's so many little details to this woman's suit, and also Pablo. When you drew her, whatever, she has like a number of different uniforms, and some of them don't have the underboob window. So you probably drew her right. You just drew a different uniform than this one. Um, so I wouldn't even worry about it. It's like I know I'm missing some parts of her of this costume that if you're like a super big fan of hers and you know what she looks like, you'll probably say, how come you missed this part? How come you didn't draw that one piece of her lingerie that's right there? It's obvious if you look. It's like, because I never saw this character before last week. That's why. um, yeah. I think I said before, it's like the way these characters are designed is really cool, but they're so complex that it's like it does not make it easy for you to sort of draw them. Um, it's just they have like just tons of detail on them, and I want to say it's needless detail, but that's just me sort of saying it out of frustration because I have to sort of draw it. If I was just looking at it, I'd say, "Oh man, that's cool. That's a cool costume." It's cool until you have to draw it. Then it's like, "Oh, dang, this costume's a pain in the butt." It's like when I drew Cyber Frog for Nasser. It's like, yeah, sure, I'll draw Cyber Frog. And then when I started drawing Cyber Frog, it's like, holy mackerel, Cyber Frog's got so much crap on him that it's just a pain in the butt to draw. He's not a fun character to draw. I guess once if you're used to drawing him, that like Ethan is, he created him. But once you're used to drawing him or any other character, it's like it becomes less of a hassle. But I think it's just the initial task of having to draw the characters, and you're still trying to figure out like all the different parts to it. Then it becomes sort of like a pain. Okay, there we go. That's how I can find other versions that I can sort of look at. Um, Pablo says, yeah, probably the reference they gave me didn't have one. I didn't see it until I had to draw it. Also, yeah, too much stuff in them. Yeah, again, it's like it's cool when you're just an observer, just admiring the characters. But once you have to get down to the nitty gritty yourself and actually have to sort of recreate or draw your own version of it, then it stops being fun real fast. Hopefully this is still on camera. You guys can see it. Pablo Romero says modern video game characters seem to have a lot of detail. Yeah, it's not even just modern characters. I think in general, I found that Japanese character design, they they lean towards a lot of or at least a lot more detail than Western, like American style character design. I mean, okay, there's always exceptions. Like if you go back to the '90s with you know superheroes, I mean, they had like patches and belt buckles up the wazoo. But I think in a lot of ways they were sort of mimicking a lot of Japanese design by doing that. When Jim Lee and the whole Image Gang were sort of fixated on everyone having 15 pouches strapped to their thigh, and you know that didn't serve any purpose. They were just there for decoration. I think that was them sort of aping what they saw in Japanese character design. So again, I find it cool. I mean, I admire the design of a lot of these characters. I mean, I remember when Naruto came out, and Naruto. I mean, in my mind, I have a basic picture of what Naruto looks like, but I also know that there's a lot of detail in his costume that you tend to ignore because his costume is just like big and orange, his original one when he was a kid. But then when you look at it, there's a lot of detail in that costume. He's got like buckles and sort of like connecting straps in various places, and all that stuff was in his original design. But I know that if he had been created by an American, or if he were created in the United States for say Marvel Comics or something, his costume would have been a lot simpler. A lot of that detail in his uniform wouldn't even be there, just because it would make it a lot easier to draw him just by leaving it out. So I think Western artists sort of lean towards making things simpler to reproduce on a you know on a regular basis than Oriental artists, for whatever reason. And yes, I use the word Oriental on purpose because I can say Asian, but that can mean Indian. But I mean specifically Oriental, like Chinese, Korean, Japanese type manga, which is very detailed. Um, Determined Cheapy says a jumpsuit or spandex is a great way to minimize details. Not that I know, I don't draw. No, but you're right. It is. I mean, it's just very easy. Pablo Mera R says, yeah, but pouches are not as hard to draw as armor details. Yeah, yeah, I know. So, but the pouches were sort of like the kind of unnecessary detail that was added to their costumes. They didn't serve any purpose. It's not like Cyclops carried, grappling hooks, or like gas bombs in those pouches strapped to his leg. They were just there for decoration, just to make the design look busy and to make his costume look more complex. It's the same with all of them. I mean, none of those pouches that any of those characters had served any purpose. Um, so, other than to try to make the character look cooler, which I guess it did, up until the point that those same details just became a cliche um, for sort of '90s grim and gritty characters.
back up your car and down the radio. No one coroner's got to make another trip out here.
And they are showing off how much detail they could do. Yeah, yeah. All right. Now.
Many scientists believe that another world is watching us this moment. We once laughed with the horseless carrier, the airplane, the telephone, the electric light, the vitamins, radio, and even television. And now some of us laugh at outer space.
All right. My one concern is that once I'm done with this, it'll turn out that Johnny Dingleberg has moved, and the address I have for him is no longer any good. Hopefully that's not true. Hopefully he has not moved in the last 7 months since he asked me to do this. But I will, even if he has, I'm gonna gamble that his email address is the same. So I will email him first and make sure that his mailing address is still valid before I mail it off. All right. Okay. Let's see. Hmm. Hmm. Almost done. Not too far off. All right. Interesting. Interesting. All right. All right. Hey, Kevin Kaz, how you doing? This is live, in fact. Good seeing you. Haven't seen you in a while, but I haven't been live streaming that much. I think I live streamed a few times last week, but hope you're doing well. Hope business is doing well for you. Kevin Cass breaks people's necks for a living, which sounds like a lot of fun. I spent a lot of time watching, well, not a lot of time, I spent a fair amount of time watching chiropractic videos on YouTube. So, always looks very interesting. I hope you're doing well, Kevin. Hope you're having a good holiday season with your family. Kevin Kaz says, "Yes, I am interesting." Yes, he's also very humble. What are you drawing? A commission? Yes, I am. This is actually an old commission from this past spring of 2021, and I had forgotten about it. And then I noticed that I hadn't finished it, or I hadn't done it rather, and so that's I'm doing it now. It's a video game character for one of the subscribers, Johnny Dingleberg, and that's not the name of the character is KOS-MOS. the the subscriber is Johnny Dingleberg, and and so she's an anime character. So I'm just trying to get all of her parts in, and you know, draw her the way she's supposed to look. just a lot of different versions of her online. So, and the problem is the part that's giving me the real problem is this part here that she's sitting on. She's sitting on this really sort of complex space gun that she uses, and I'm not the best when it comes to machinery, so it's been giving me headaches. I'm trying to get through it. So today I'm just gonna focus on getting her figure done, and then off camera I will focus on working on her her body and getting that. I mean, work on off camera. I'll work on her gun and getting that settled. So, because otherwise I'll just be frustrated and it'll be it'll be annoying.
Hi there. What a wonderful time for you to drop by. You know, they're just setting up to shoot a scene of our new star, and I'd love to introduce you before they begin. Honestly, we're all just bursting with excitement about this brilliant new performer. We think this one will not only win every award hands down, but it's just going to win the hearts of people all over the country. Come on. I want you to meet a great new star.
What time is it? It is 7:58. Okay, a little more time till my wife gets home. So, and then I'm in trouble. Hmm. All right. Hmm. 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 Huh. um, Thank you for Secret Comics Presents Combo. Secret Comics Presents Combo. Oh, does that mean you bought both, like the variant cover and the regular cover? Oh, you're welcome. If that's what you mean, Kevin. Mm. It's a fun book to draw. So, uh, all right. Let's see. I am just about done with this. Um, her body is almost finished. So, let me do some erasing. See what I have here. Hmm. You have any ink pages available? Um, Kevin Cost says yes, comic plus variant. Okay, cool. You have any ink pages available? Of what? Secret Comics Presents? Yeah, I have most of them except for 5 that people bought during the campaign. So, I mean, if you want to buy them, you're more than welcome to. Um, just let me know if you want any of the pages from it. I'm willing to bet though that the most popular ones are among the 5 that are gone. So, but just let me know if you're interested, and I will send you a PDF, and then you can just let me know what page you want. So, or just tell me. I would be more than happy to sell them to anyone who wants them and get them out of my home. Not that I don't want them, but I my house is filled with art, so I only have so much space, and I am not someone who is that tied to my own art that I want to hoard all of my art. Ideally, I will sell all of my art and let other people enjoy it. I don't want to die and have them find my rotting corpse among 120 years worth of art surrounding me, because I hope to live to be 120. So that's what I'm saying, 120 years worth of art. So whether I actually reach 120, that is up to God. That is in His hands. Excuse me. Okay. I think that's it. Pretty much. I think that's pretty much it. What's that? What's that dinging sound? It's like a bell. What is that? It's like when I shake my desk, I get a dinging sound. Oh, there it is. It's my lamp. It's my lamp dinging. Hitting the camera as I erase. Hmm. Ooh, Kevin Koss says cover, ha ha ha, or girls floating over bed page. Um, I think someone bought the girl floating over the bed page. That's the one with the butt showing, right? Yeah, someone got that one. The cover. Which cover did you want? I think the cover was quite a bit of money. Um, so and also it's in the cover actually in both cases is not one flat piece of art. The zombie cover is several pieces of art that are combined. It's a drawing of Nasser. Then there's a background, and I think there's another piece to it. And then the main cover with the woman screaming that doesn't have sort of the infinity covers inside of it. It's just the woman and the book, the open book, but the book is blank, and then you have the shadow with the teeth coming out of it. You're in either case, you're kind of not getting like a single image. So I'm just sort of warning you ahead of time. But all the boring pages I still have. All the pages of people just sort of standing around talking, they're all here, just waiting for someone to buy them. But yeah, the coolest page is I guess which ones were the cool pages? The one with the devil, sitting on his toilet, and the succubus sort of kneeling in front of him. That one was taken. The one with the little kid, with the father sort of behind him, the kid staring like he's terrified, and the father is snuck up behind him, and the father's face is all in black. That one's been taken. Um, the last page with the woman terrified with her face covered up and like one eye's peeking through, and then the guy's behind her with the hatchet with the giant axe. That one's been taken. What else? What other ones have been taken? Um, oh, the one where the uh, the wife turns into a monster, and then she rips her husband apart. That one's been taken. So I'm kind of I feel bad. But I'm glad you enjoyed the book. And if there are any other pages from it that you are interested in, just let me know. Hmm. This isn't too bad. This isn't that bad. It's okay. It's pretty good. Okay. Okay, I think that is essentially it for the figure. So the fun part of the drawing is basically complete. What's left is the boring part, the annoying, frustrating part, which is the gun, and I will spare you kind folk of having to watch me torture myself trying to draw that. I will do that off camera, and then I'll show the final result later on. On social media, on Instagram, and on the Twitters, and on Facebook, I'll post there. All my links are down below, in case you want to follow me on Instagram or Facebook. You can just click those links and that will take you to my various pages. I would be very grateful for your patronage. Your patronage is free. It doesn't cost you any money to follow me on Facebook or Instagram. So now I have a Twitter page, but under Illustration by Design. But for some reason, ever since I started it about 6 months ago, whatchamacallit, Twitter has not allowed me to post on it, which is weird. Every time I try to post on Twitter, it says that they suspect that my posts are spam or something. Or every time I try to like something on my Instagram, every time I try to like a posting from an artist I like, they'll say your like is suspected of being spam, so we won't let you like. So it's like I can't interact on my own Twitter page, which is annoying. So I'm guessing I'm probably just gonna have to delete that Twitter page and then restart a new one, since Twitter is playing stupid Twitter games with me. So let's see. I think I got everything. Yeah, I think that's it. I don't know. What do you guys think? There we go. There, straight. There, it's kind of straight. There we go. There it is, head to toe. KOS-MOS from Xeno Saga, the video game. This is my version of her. So, I don't know. Should I work on it? I'm always second guessing myself if I should do more. Less is more, I believe. I believe that less is more. She doesn't need any more fiddling with. So I'm gonna start fiddling with her more because I'm done. I don't know. I'll see if I want to fiddle with her more later on. I'll just leave her for now before I screw her up on camera. If I'm gonna screw her up, I'll screw her up off camera. But yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate it. There are 3 people left. 3 people who have decided to put up with me for how long has it been? It's been about 2.5 hours. Actually, about 2 hours, because I spent the first 25 minutes just trying to get things sorted out. Oh wait, I forgot something. Wait, is that? Eh, eh, eh. Let me see. I'll do one more thing. Let me just make sure that what I'm doing is correct before I start fiddling with it. Yeah, I guess. Sorry, I'm just flipping through various images of this character. Yeah, I guess she does have a. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna fill in one more thing. Her heels apparently are black as well. So let me do that.
Sound is all around us, everywhere. But on this particular Saturday morning, Jimmy Foster suddenly became very conscious of it. Jimmy's ears were now wide open to the sounds around him.
Jimmy, that's wonderful. It sounds as if it's right next to my ear.
Short waves for a high note, long waves for a low note. So you see, the loudness of any sound you hear varies with its intensity and its distance from you. Be careful, Jimmy, it corrupts my radio play. Now watch.
Alright.
And that's that.
That's that, but it's not all by any means.
And I'm telling you, those things turn out fine. You know that? We were getting up their way at all.
I'll fill it in. I'll fill it in. Fill that in too. That's good enough. Done. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. There we go. There it is. KOS-MOS for Xenosaga. Okay, everybody, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. If you haven't already, please hit the like button. Give this live stream a thumbs up if you would. I'd appreciate it. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell for notifications of future videos. Make sure it's set for all videos. And also, check down below. There's a link right at the top of the description and up at no, I don't think it's up at the chat. I don't think I did this time, but down in the description below, you find a link to my comic, Secret Comics Presents, which is now on sale for 25% off for Christmas until through New Year's Day. So it will end on January 2nd. So you can get all the books for 25% off, including copies of the book with sketches inside of the character of your choice. All the books are signed by me and or Noster, the writer. So yeah, just click the link below. It'll take you to the website where the books are for sale, and just buy a book. I will mail it to you, and hopefully you'll get it before Christmas. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. 4 people are left. That's awesome. Thank you very much. I will talk to you guys later, and I guess next time I'll be drawing something else. We'll see. Okay, you guys take care. Have a great evening. Good night. Stay out of trouble. Bye.